Hello everyone and welcome back to Xbox Nation. My name's Fletcher and today we're diving into the latest midweek sale where Xbox is dropping huge discounts on some must-play games. We're talking up to 95% off with publisher sales from 2K, Capcom and even an anime month sale. There are some absolute bangers in here, so let's break them down and see which ones are worth your hard-earned cash. Oh, and as always, don't forget to enter our weekly free game giveaway. Ensure that you're subscribed down below and just drop a comment telling me what you're playing on Xbox this week. Congratulations to last week's winner. Just hit me up on our brand new Discord server and I'll get that game right over to you. With that out of the way, let's jump right into the deals for this week. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is an absolute bonkers take on the looter-shooter genre, throwing you into a chaotic Dungeons & Dragons style adventure with the signature over-the-top humour of Borderlands. You will play as a Fate Maker, a fully customizable hero on the quest to defeat the Dragon Lord. Unlike Borderlands, this game actually introduces a brand new multi-class system, letting you combine two different skill trees to create some truly insane builds. The combat is as fast-paced as ever, but this time you're mixing guns with magic, replacing grenades with devastating spells that let you summon meteor showers, cast elemental beams, or just teleport around the battlefield. The world itself is an unpredictable mix of medieval castles, undead pirates, and talking skeletons, all controlled by Tiny Tina's wild imagination. She can actually change the world around you on the fly, making every single mission just feel fresh and unpredictable. With 4-player co-op, endgame raid bosses, and an infinite amount of loot as you come to expect with Borderlands, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is borderline criminal at just £11.99. If you love chaotic shooters with RPG elements, do yourself a favour and pick this one up. Street Fighter 6 is more than just a fighting game, it's a complete reinvention of this series. This entry actually introduced us to a brand new modernized combat system, making it more accessible for newcomers while still keeping the high level depth that the pros really love. The brand new drive system adds fresh mechanics, letting you parry attacks, cancel moves, or boost your special abilities, really giving fights way more variety than ever before. But the real showstopper this time around was the World Tour mode, which turns the game into a single-player open-world RPG where you can explore Metro City, learn from iconic fighters like Ryu and Chun-Li, and even build your own custom brawler. The multiplayer is just as solid here, with rollback netcode ensuring smooth online matches and a hub area where you can challenge other players arcade style. With a roster in this game packed with full of old favourites and fresh faces, plus some of the best visuals and animations the series has ever seen, this really is a must-buy for fighting game fans. And at just £24.74, this is the cheapest that it's ever been. If you've ever been curious about getting into fighting games, now's your chance. Dead Rising 4 is pure zombie slaying madness, and at just £3.74, this might be the best bargain in this entire sale. You will play as Frank West, the iconic journalist turned zombie smasher, as he returns to Willamette during a Christmas-themed outbreak. If you love over-the-top ridiculous zombie action, then this is the game for you. Unlike previous entries, Dead Rising 4 ditches the strict time limits, letting you explore, experiment and go completely nuts with your arsenal of homemade weapons. And when I say homemade, I mean you can build some of the most dumbest, most hilarious weapons imaginable, like a candy cane launcher, electrified battle axes, and even a suit of exo armor that turns you into a walking tank. The sheer number of ways to kill zombies in this game is borderline absurd, and that's exactly what makes it just so much fun. The co-op mode lets you and your friends tear through horde modes together, adding more replayability value in this package. It may not be the deepest zombie game ever made, but to be honest, for this price point, it's a no-brainer if you just want some mindless, over-the-top fun. Marvel's Midnight Suns is a massively underrated gem on Xbox. Developed by the same team behind XCOM, this game is a turn-based strategy RPG where you combine a team of Marvel superheroes, including Spider-Man, Wolverine, Blade, and Doctor Strange, as they go against the forces of Lilith, the monster of all demons. Unlike other Marvel games, this one actually focuses on deep tactical combat where every single hero has a deck of unique abilities that you can upgrade and customize. But this game isn't just about its battles though. Between missions, you can explore the Abbey, a hub world where you interact with the different superheroes, train with your team, and even forge some friendships. Yes, you can literally go hang out with Iron Man, have a deep talk with Captain Marvel, and go on some side quests with Ghost Rider. The blend of strategy, role-playing, and storytelling makes this feel like a real cool Marvel experience unlike any other on the market. At just under 10 quid, this is one of the best strategy games available on Xbox. So whether you're a Marvel fan or just love deep tactical gameplay, you should absolutely grab this one. Aliens Fireteam Elite is an intense action-packed co-op shooter where you and two other teammates face waves of terrifying xenomorphs in a dark, claustrophobic corridors. Think Left 4 Dead, but instead of zombies, you're actually up against acid-spitting aliens that will never stop coming. The game offers a traditional class-based system, allowing you to pick different roles like gunner, demolisher, or technician, each with their unique skills to survive the onslaught. This Ultimate Edition though does come with all the extra DLC, including some extra story content, weapons, and customization options, making this really the best version for you to own. The combat really does feel punchy and intense, the enemies are just relentless, and the atmosphere is straight up terrifying. At just £17.49, this is the best price yet for the full edition. If you and your friends love intense co-op shooters, this is a must-have. I know the game is currently on Xbox Game Pass, but if you want to own it outright, then this is the time to do so. A Juggler's Tale is one of those hidden indie gems that deserves way more attention. At just £1.29, this is an insane value for a game that offers a unique storybook-style adventure with a hauntingly beautiful atmosphere. You will play as Abby, a puppet trapped in a dark fairy tale world, escaping from the life of servitude while dodging ruthless bandits, dangerous animals, and a mysterious narrator who may not have your best interests at heart. What really makes this game stand out though is its gorgeous handcrafted visuals, combined with a cool cinematic rhyming narrative that feels like a twisted bedtime story. The puzzle platform mechanics are simple but very clever, using the strings that control Abby as part of the gameplay itself. You'll be needing to think creatively to navigate obstacles, and the way that the story unfolds is both charming and eerie at the very same time. At 90% off, this is the lowest price that it's ever been before, making it an absolute must-buy for fans of Limbo, Inside, or Little Nightmares. It's a short but unforgettable experience, and for this price, it's practically free. At 75% off this week for just £6.25, this next game is an incredible deal that shines in co-op, but it's still fun to play in solo. Tribes of Midgard is a fast-paced survival RPG that blends co-op action, base building, and Norse mythology into one highly addictive package. You and your other fellow Vikings must gather resources, craft weapons, and fortify your village while preparing to fight off waves of enemies, including massive Jotuns, which are giants that threaten to destroy everything in their path. What makes this game really stand out though is its blend of survival mechanics and roguelike progression. Every night your settlement is attacked by increasingly deadly creatures, meaning you and your squads must constantly balance exploration with defense. The game's seasonal events and rotating challenges really keep things fresh, and with the Deluxe Edition you'll be getting some extra cosmetic content and bonus gear to kickstart this Viking adventure. If you're enjoying games like Valheim, Don't Starve Together, or Diablo, this is one that is absolutely worth adding to your collection. OddBallers is an underrated multiplayer party game that delivers fast, chaotic, and hilarious dodgeball battles with a wacky physics engine. Think of Gang Beasts meets dodgeball, and you've got the perfect game to mess around with friends and family. The game features a variety of different arenas, each with unique hazards and interactive environments, keeping just every match feeling unpredictable and fun. One round might have you throwing explosive barrels, while another has you dodging farm animals as you try to stay alive. The character customization is also brilliantly hilarious, letting you dress up in absurd outfits to bring even more personality to this chaos. At just £4.49, this is the usual discounted price, but for the amount of content and laughs you'll get out of it, it's totally worth picking up, especially if you need a fun party game for game nights. If you want to check out my review of this game and see the pros and cons, then click the link in the description or with the card on screen now. Resident Evil 4 really needs no introduction. It's one of the greatest survival horror games ever made, and its 2023 remake takes it to an entirely new level. This is a full reimagining of Leon Kennedy's terrifying mission to rescue the president's daughter, featuring some stunning visuals, completely rebuilt gameplay, and even new story elements that add depth to the overall experience. The combat, of course, is more fluid and intense, making every enemy encounter nerve-wracking while still keeping the original's perfect balance of action and horror. The village section alone is one of the best openings in gaming history, and from there, it only gets crazier. This version also introduces stealth mechanics, expanded side quests, and a deeper upgrade system, making it really the definitive way to experience RE4. At 50% off, this is actually the lowest price we've ever seen, and for a game of this caliber, is an absolute must-buy. Whether you're a long-time fan or just experiencing it for the very first time, this is one of the best horror action games ever made. Dragon's Dogma 2 is easily one of the best RPGs of the last year, offering an incredible open world adventure that blends deep combat, dynamic AI companions, and epic monster battles. At 45% off, bringing it down to just £34.09, this is actually the usual discount, but it's worth noting that this game has only ever been on sale 3 times in the last 6 months, making it a very rare deal indeed. What sets Dragon's Dogma 2 apart though is its unique pawn system, where it lets you recruit and customize AI-controlled party members that learn from your actions. The combat is some of the best in any RPG out there to this day, with weighty, impactful swordplay and giant beasts that you can literally climb onto during fights. If you love games like Elden Ring, The Witcher 3 or Skyrim, this game will absolutely scratch that RPG itch. With a huge reactive world, deep class customization, and one of the most rewarding combat systems in the genre, Dragon's Dogma 2 is one of the most exciting RPG in years. It may not have the biggest discount in the sale, but since it's rarely on sale, now's the perfect time to grab it if you've been waiting for the price to drop. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 delivers some of the most intense third-person combat in the Warhammer universe, throwing you into massive battles against swarms of Tyranids as an ultramarine captain called Titus. The game expands on the original's brutal, high-impact melee and range combat, allowing you to slice through enemies with a chainsword or unleash heavy bolter fire on entire hordes. Every movement feels heavy and satisfying, emphasizing the sheer power and strength of a Space Marine. Unlike traditional shooters in the same genre, Space Marine 2 actually thrives on aggressive combat, encouraging you to dive headfirst into enemies to regain health and dominate the battlefield. The campaign brought us a cinematic, lore-rich story with full co-op functionality, meaning that you and up to 2 other friends can experience the brutality of Warhammer warfare together. This is only the second time the game has actually gone on sale, and at £44.99 is the best price since its launch. I absolutely love the visceral action, large-scale battles, and this is easily one of the most faithful Warhammer adaptations to date. I cannot recommend it enough, and you need to play it as soon as possible. The original zombie slaying classic is back with full-scale graphical overhaul, bringing Dead Rising into the modern era with sharper visuals, smoother gameplay, and completely reworked lighting and textures. You once again will step into the shoes of Frank West, the wisecracking journalist who finds himself trapped in a shopping mall filled with thousands of zombies. Unlike other zombie games out there, Dead Rising gives you full creative freedom in how you take down the undead. You can actually go all out with makeshift weapons, from baseball bats wrapped in barbed wire to electric guitars that electrocute enemies, or you can just run around in ridiculous costumes and take selfies while the chaos unfolds. This remaster does really stay true to the original though, keeping its signature 72-hour countdown, where every decision counts, but with modernized controls and better movement that make it feel smoother than ever before. It's only the second time the remaster has actually gone on sale since launch, and at $31.99, it's a great time to relive this cult classic with a fresh new look and feel. As part of the Anime Month sale, I had to include this next game. My Hero One's Justice is a fast-paced anime fighter that faithfully recreates the look, feel, and abilities of the show's iconic characters. The game features a destructible 3D arena where you can battle as heroes like Deku, Bakugo, and All Might, or take down the villain role as Shikigari and Dabi, with each character's quirk translating into unique, flashy abilities that make fights feel like full-blown anime battles. The story actually follows key moments from the anime, giving players the option to see events unfold from both the heroes and supervillains' perspectives. The combat is accessible yet deep, allowing for high-speed air-based combat and massive cinematic ultimate moves that really do stay true to the anime's over-the-top action. At 75% off for just £3.99, this is the lowest price that the game has ever been, making it an easy pickup for fans of this series or anyone looking for a fun, fast-paced fighter. From the creator of Silent Hill, Slitterhead is a completely unique horror action game that blends fast-paced melee combat, psychological horror, and terrifying creature design into one nightmarish experience. Unlike traditional horror games out there that actually rely on stealth and survival, Slitterhead actually throws you straight into the chaos, giving you the ability to fight back against horrifying shape-shifting creatures that lurk with a mysterious decaying city. The game's standout mechanic though is its possession system, allowing you to jump between different bodies, using each character's unique abilities to navigate the city and also uncover the secrets behind the monstrous outbreak. The enemies are grotesque, twisted humanoid figures that are straight out of a nightmare, and the eerie atmosphere combined with fast-paced intense combat make this a completely fresh take on horror games. This is the first time that Slitterhead has ever been on sale, and at $33.59 is an excellent chance to experience the latest horror vision from one of the most legendary minds in this genre. Lake is a calm, relaxing indie game that offers a break from the high-intensity action with its slow-paced, heartwarming storytelling. You will play as Meredith Weiss, a woman returning to her hometown to take over her father's mail delivery route, giving you a chance to reconnect with the people and places that she left behind. The game lets you deliver mail, engage in meaningful conversations with locals, and even make choices that impact Meredith's future. Will she stay in the peaceful lakeside town or return to her corporate life? The beautiful handcrafted small town setting, combined with that sort of slice of life storytelling, makes Lake perfect for fans of relaxing, narrative-driven experiences. At 50% off for just £7.99, this is its lowest price ever, and if you're looking for a more chilled out indie gem, then this is the perfect time to jump in and unwind. As a bit of a surprise discount this week, Endzone: A World Apart is a challenging post-apocalyptic city builder that puts you in charge of rebuilding civilization after a nuclear disaster. Unlike traditional city building games, Endzone forces you to contend with extreme weather, radiation, and constant survival threats, meaning every decision from where to build your water supply to how you protect your people from raiders is just critical to your survival. This complete edition actually includes every single expansion and DLC, giving you access to tons of additional buildings, upgrades, and challenges that deepen the overall gameplay experience. The game also offers endless replayability, as no two playthroughs will ever be the same, and the dynamic environmental hazards keep you constantly adapting. At 90% off, this is actually the lowest price that it's ever been, making it one of the best deals in this sale. If you love deep strategic city builders with a cool survival twist, then this is a must-buy at this insane discount. Then finally, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition takes the stylish, over-the-top action of the base game and cranks it up to 11, delivering the definitive version of one of the best hack-and-slash games ever made. Featuring stunning next-gen visuals, improved performance, and brand new gameplay features, this edition is the ultimate way to experience Dante, Nero, and V's battle against demonic forces. One of the biggest additions though in this version is Virgil as a fully playable character, bringing his own unique playstyles and lightning fast katana combat into the mix. The game also introduces turbo mode, which boosts the game's speed by 20%, making the already fast-paced combat even more intense, and legendary Dark Knight mode, which also throws massive waves of enemies at you for the ultimate challenge. Whether you're slicing through enemies with Dante's iconic weapons, summoning demons as V, or just tearing through foes with Nero's Devil Breakers, the combat in Devil May Cry 5 is some of the smoothest and most satisfying in all of gaming. At 60% off and just under 14 quid, this is an insane deal for one of the best action games out there ever made. If you love fast, fluid combat and stylish combos, this is an absolute must-buy, and this version packs in more content and upgrades than ever before. So that's it for this week's Xbox deals. Which games are you picking up? Let me know in the comments below. And whilst down there, don't forget to enter our weekly game giveaway. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more Xbox content every single day. Whilst you're here, why don't you check out our latest video covering the 15 brand new Xbox Game Pass games coming this February and March.